Hey guys, and welcome back to Sonic Unleashed. We may be free of Shamar's metaphorical chains, I guess. They're not real chains. They're chains we chose to put around ourselves willingly. You know, you play the game, you become the werehog, you play the night stage. It's how it works. But, yeah, we get to move on now. And since the Pickle doesn't want us to go back to Empire City, we've got to go to Adabat, which is... I'm trying to think of its real-world equivalent. I was thinking about this earlier, actually. Is it like South Asia or something, Richie?
I think so. I mean, it's sort of... I feel like Thailand-y.
Yeah.
Southeast Asia.
Okay.
So, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, the Philippines, Laos, Myanmar, and Brunei are what the Sonic Wikia states as being the influences for Adabat.
I always liked the flags that they did for the fictional countries in Unleashed, and Adabat's is like, it's red, white, and blue stripes with blue and red stars and a dolphin in the middle.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Also, I mean, Adabat does just look really, really, really gorgeous.
It does, yeah, for sure. And I kind of want to watch Moana now for some reason.
Watch Moana! It's amazing!
I'm going to, don't worry.
What's this?
Moana.
Disney.
Oh, that might explain why I haven't heard of it.
Well, you are a shut-in as well. That would also explain why you haven't heard of it. But I digress. This part is going to be full of Jungle Joyride night stages. So, whenever Flame can actually jump on the fucking box, there we go. We'll get right to it.
I don't think I even needed that box, to be fair.
Not really, no.
I'll get used to swinging by the end of this playthrough, I'm sure of it.
Oh, well, if I can learn to play a Pokemon game, you can learn to grab onto poles correctly, you know?
We're going into Jungle Joyride Night, which is the better performing of the Jungle Joyride stages. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Starry Night, how gorgeous.
Yeah, and I will say there are some parts of the Wii levels that I don't like, mainly because they're really fiddly. But, like, to start off with, I think this is a cool way to get you into the level. It's just like the sort of boardwalk area, similar to what we had in the hub world or the 360 version. And I suppose this is kind of their substitute of, like, introducing you to the world of Adabat, given, you know, the hub worlds in the Wii version are just text.
Yeah, for sure.
These little fuckers here, this is around the point where I make a habit of just, you know, throw the little guy at the big guy and eventually they die.
Well, that's what they exist for, really. They don't deserve their own wants, needs, and destinies. They exist to be projectiles and nothing more.
That's pretty fucking sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm depressed myself right now.
Well, yes, but that's what they get for being the spawn of Dark Gaia.
They didn't...
Fucking racist, come on!
They didn't ask to be made, come on.
I would say them sort of spinny sections, you know, that you spin around and jump off of, getting used to how they function it's a bit of an art form in itself, because it's not just a case of wait till it looks like it's going to fling you the right way. You've got to be holding the stick in the right way as well. And if you're not completely lined up, you will go flying down into the pit like a fucking rock.
Yeah, and that's not in the HD version, so it's just another, you know, Wii quirk that you have to get used to. Man, this level's pretty cool so far, just in terms of, like, platforming layout and whatnot. And, of course, we can't mention Jungle Joyride now without that fantastic music. And I timed that perfectly, didn't I?
You keep fucking doing this.
I did it on purpose that time. That's the difference.
Of course you did.
But yeah, once we get back into it, I will scream about how much I love Jungle Joyride Night's music. And actually, you know, just in terms of night levels in general, it's one of the more fun ones to play through in the HD version as well, mostly because it focuses on platforming a lot more.
Oh, definitely. And to be fair, I think the other thing that helps Jungle Joyride Night in the HD version is that it has just got a slightly more interesting colour palette.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, coloration. Mark it off.
Yeah, we need a fucking, like, HFC bingo card or some shit.
I would probably have Cartoon make that, I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, no, here's the thing. You turn it into a drinking game,
No.
and then everyone's happy.
Wait, I can't... What the fuck? Look at this goddamn conveyor belt shit just ruining my, like, aesthetic right here.
Oh, there's aesthetic.
0 out of 10. Too many conveyor belts.
There you go. Huh, that was quite a short level, actually, but a pleasant one, all the same.
What I do like here is that this ending segment is basically the starting segment of the next one. Like, you're on this little boardwalk thing. Look, you're here now, and it like transitions perfectly. It's none of this sort of cool edge. You walk into a cave, then for some reason you're in a temple now. It's a proper transition.
This level, I remember this one, and I think there's a video either on my channel, HFC, or Speranda's channel, where Glitchmeister that he is, he fell off one of the boardwalks, but the grabbing thing still worked, so he couldn't pull himself up through the boardwalk because of collision detection or whatever, but he was able to perfectly like hang on and whatnot, and I was like, so you gotta let go, Spar, it's not the 90s anymore.
I don't remember that was fucking great.
Yeah, just look at this, that you could hang that on your wall. I'm exaggerating right now, but it's just a cool thing that sets the Wii version apart from the HD version. I can't believe I'm going to bat for what I once considered the inferior version of the game, but I would like to think my critical and analytical skills have grown since 2008 or whatever, and I can give credit where credit is due now.
I will say, this level, in theory, I should hate this. There is a lot of waiting around, there is a lot of standing doing nothing, but given just the general feel of it, like, I just can't not like this. It's just such a relaxing level.
Yeah.
And I know that is kind of the antithesis of Sonic, but every now and then I don't mind a level like this. I quite like this.
Yeah, just pure platforming, baby. It's all you need.
It's not even that, it's hanging on this somehow floating pole until the thing eventually gets here, but still.
That falls under, the technicalities of platforming, I think you'll find.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, also, like, my description sort of also falls under the technicalities of, like, commentary wankery, but still.
True. What's your take on Jungle Joyride Night Wii so far, Richie? Do you like what you see?
Mostly. I mean, this I'm looking at and thinking there's far too much waiting around here for anybody's good. Like, it's fine in small moments, but this just feels like there's maybe perhaps a wee bit too much of just going, can the platform turn up now?
Yeah, I get it.
Can the platform turn up now? Like, it looks great and it feels like it could be a really exciting level, but it's not quite there just yet in terms of what we're getting to do, but that's me being pernickety. In the long run, I do think that Jungle Joyride Night is a pretty fun level, and it looks like this is a pretty fun variation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, as I've said many times, I don't like it when games force you to wait, and it's not even like it's a short time to wait. You just kind of like, okay, just come on. The second you start just going, I'm getting bored from waiting, that's when there is a problem.
Can we think of any games that take that, like, way too far? Like, specific instances, maybe, not throughout the entire game. What about you, Rich?
Oh. I certainly can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know that there have certainly been instances where it's happened. I mean, potentially Epic Mickey had something like that, because I got absolutely fed up the hell with that game, because it was tedious and I think did involve quite a bit of waiting in things, but also it was just a really boring game anyway, so...
That's your cue, Flame. You got any examples?
Well, so the thing with this is, it's not the sort of thing that I remember a game for, because these are mostly like minor annoyances, aren't they? They're not like what define the game, so I can't really think any off the top of my head, but it's the sort of thing that if I were to play a game, then I would bitch about it as soon as it happens.
I gave an example from Classic Sonic, actually, and I don't mind this boss so long as I've got Super Sonic and I can just piss about, but it's the boss of Lava Reef Zone, I think Act 2, where you're essentially, like, he's Robotnik, that's his dad's name or whatever, I don't know. He's basically in his craft, as he is wont to do, and there's like stepping stones that you need to step on to avoid burning in the lava, and you've essentially got to wait until spike balls come down the lava river and crash into that stupid motherfucker.
I do like how that is a boss where Eggman just shoots the things that are going to hurt himself, and after he realises once that he just hits him, he keeps on fucking doing it.
He was programmed that way,
Now you mention like classic Sonic and that, I think of like the standing around waiting Spring Yard Zone, the platforms go up and down. It's only minor, but it kind of is one of them things,
It's a tough balancing act, getting it right from having a good mix of like fast-paced sections and slower moments. Because if you go like too far in either direction, you get like just spastic hyperactivity, which can be a sensory overload. But on the other hand, if you go too slow, it just becomes straight up boring, and no one's really going to want to play it.
No, see, that's where I will argue against that, because if you go far too fast, then you get Advanced 2, and it's fucking hype.
I suppose I destroyed my own argument there, but I'll stand by it, stupid though it may be.
Well, I mean, I'd say there are certain games where going really, really, really fast-paced can do things wonderfully, but most of the time you do end up just being too frenetic and just going, I can't focus or just settle into what I'm playing.
Basically Guitar Hero on any difficulty above normal, really.
Yeah.
That goddamn orange button. My pinky was not designed to work like that.
See, that's not that hard to adapt to. Mind you, why I'm saying this is one of them losers who used to make videos on YouTube of playing rock band songs and trying to, get all the charts up, but still.
I think there was a brief stint of me recording this huge fucking heavy television I had to drag downstairs every time I wanted to record with a webcam, and I think there was some Guitar Hero in there. There was a bit of like Sonic and the Secret Rings as well, and this is just the reminiscing part of the playthrough now, honestly.
What I remember being really fiddly is when I used to record with a Dazzle like years back. I had a HD TV, but obviously the Dazzle doesn't support that, so I would have to go and switch the sockets around, climb behind my TV, which had fucking wires everywhere. It was probably a fucking fire hazard with how many different things I had going into it. Dragged across the room. That was fun. But yeah, this particular level that we've completely ignored is actually... this is probably the most basic of them. There's not really that much to say about it, to be fair. It's quite basic platforming. It's fun enough, but there's not that much to it. If I recall correctly, it's the next one that gave me a bit of grief.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to that then. Any instance where flame is caused stress, I guess, is cause for concern. Or, well, no, the opposite of concern. Delight, I should say. See, that's my protective feelings of flame bleeding through, when really I should just try and be horrible to him, really, to put him in his place.
You are being so fucking Sundroy right now, you know that.
Don't you mean T-Sundari?
No, that's how simple people mispronounce it.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah.
But yes, this is the one. This, to start off with, even right off the bat, we've got this slow side crawling section here. Don't jump a bit too close to the right, and don't try to take your luck and crawl past 3 of them at once. You want to just time this so that you're safe, because you might think you can make a certain section, but you probably can't.
I'm getting Night Palace flashbacks from Secret Rings here.
Yes.
Oh, you're getting the mustard thrown away.
Mustard thrown away. Don't forget Penny for the White Guy.
What one was that one?
That was, I forget the actual name of it, but it's the one where you have to talk to the king, and one that's got all the skeletons bopping about.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. A skeleton something, or...
Yeah, is it like Skeleton Dome or something?
White something or other. I don't know. We'll know when we play it later in the year. That's when we'll know.
See, this is the thing where I listen to Secret Rings' music far more than I play Secret Rings, so I remember the songs, but I don't remember which levels were which.
For sure,
Well, you see, that's because the soundtrack to Secret Rings is actually decent in comparison to the game that it's involved with.
To be completely fair, it's a very divisive soundtrack, much like the game, but the music I think is more favourably looked upon, because you don't need motion controls in order to enjoy the music. Oh my god!
Yes!
Oh my god, Flame!
Remember what I was saying earlier in the early part, Tom?
What the fuck, Flame?
Are you dying yet?
How? How did you do it?
Witchcraft!
I love that. That actually happened to me last time I recorded this game as well. But not quite to that level. I just sort of slipped down and then did a couple of jumps and got back up. But the
Nice.
fucking object recognition, or what the fuck ever you call it, it's completely whack on slopes in this game.
All these temples and whatnot are putting me in like a really Crash Bandicoot sort of mood now, and it's cool that the Insane trilogy is coming out like a couple of months before the Sony Fon.
I know, it's great!
The HFC Sony Fon, which is August 18th, I believe, Flame?
I think so, definitely August, that's what I remember.
It's definitely sometime in August, yeah.
It's definitely August 18th, because I've booked holiday.
Nice. You could be a co-com for us then, Rich.
Yes! Yes, I can.
That was the most, like slapdash sort of shilling of a public HFC event I've ever done, I think. But I'm kind of in a kooky mood right now. I've just taken my medication. Like, we're deciding whether or not to record another part after this. So, just to, spend the last 10 minutes as on point as I can possibly be. Tell us a bit about what's coming up now, Flame.
This is another one of these sections. These, you don't have to worry about remembering a door, to go through the right one, but there are, goodies behind them, things that refill your gauge a little bit, shit like that. But, then it's another really fucking annoying, group fight.
Ugh.
And I might actually be procrastinating that. Yeah, the items, there's different kinds of things. I've never actually looked into the extra goodies and shit in Unleashed, mainly because I don't really care about the extra goodies and shit in games in general.
Fair enough.
But this is the irritating section, because this is a fucking series of them, and this isn't even the last one like this in this level either.
Oh. I mean, this is already annoying because you've got the Electro Wizards, and obviously they are stunning you, and then you've got this is not good.
Well, at least you can't bounce out of the arena. That's one plus to this fight.
Well, it's true, and Flame, I like how you were worried about Tom having a heart attack with that bit a few moments ago. Didn't care about me, did you? I was just like, oh my god.
Well, he thinks more of you than he does as me, I think. And I just noticed there's no barrier on this side, so maybe you can just randomly be knocked out of the arena.
Maybe. I'm just, trying to do what I can here while getting completely defeated. This was one of them ones where if I hadn't had that moment that I really wanted to leave in earlier, I probably would have already done this, because this is a bit of a fiddly fight. But
that's fine, mate. I think you're allowed one fiddly fight per part,
Yeah, but look at what they're fucking doing to me right now.
It's bees, mate. You're expecting more of bees. I expect, well, not that much of bees, but
Yeah.
Well, you see, according to all known laws of aviation...
Richie.
Don't... It's sad how triggered I get by those words now, that fucking spiel. I know exactly what it is, almost off my heart. I've never even watched the friggin' movie.
The thing is that is literally the only bit of that I could ever quote. I think I might have seen the film once and it was god-awful, so...
We'll have to do a DreamWorks-a-thon one of these years, I suppose.
Well, yes, we should, because How to Train Your Dragon, oh my god.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But, B-movie. Ugh.
Can we move on now? Thank you. Back to platforming, the good stuff.
Back to a very brief portion of platforming, and then we'll have another bit like that.
Oh my god, look at that massive waterfall in the background.
I know. Glorious.
It's actually simple enough that it's not really affecting how the game plays, so I'm okay with this waterfall.
I thought those were spikes. Oh my god, Flame, Jesus.
This playthrough is actually my way to try and write you guys out.
Yeah, well, I'd like to see you try, honestly. I'm a bit sterner than people give me credit for.
Also, is it just me, or does this place remind anyone of Pandora from the awful Avatar film?
What, with the floating islands and whatnot?
Yes.
Well, you could have just said the Avatar film. You didn't have to say it was awful now.
It's true, but James Cameron's Avatar is awful.
I would say James Cameron's Avatar is boring, and I don't know why it needs 5 sequels, the second of which is only being worked on now.
Yes. There is that.
Was there a point to this whole spiel, Richie, or did you just want to call a random movie shit?
Well, no. I mean, perhaps it was part of that. No, it was just that looking at all the floatingness was just like, oh, this is kind of like Pandora, and I can't believe that there's going to be a Pandora land. Is it Disneyland?
It must be. It must be something Disney related, yeah.
It's somewhere like that. It's either Disney or Universal Studios or something to that effect. I can't remember, and really I don't care that much.
Fair enough. Just floating platforms of this nature always remind me of Nightmare, really. You could only get more, like, close to home if there were numbers or different kind of shapes or patterns that you had to follow in a precise order on them.
I will say this section here, it's taken a while, but I found it's much safer to wait for them to come to you. Because otherwise you step on the platforms, they fall, and you quickly do away any particular chance you might have of saving yourself.
There you go.
Fuck off.
Is that it?
Yes.
Hey!
Nice. Ooh, is that the Gaia Temple?
It looks like it might be, actually. Although it's odd because we're not going there straight away. We go to the day level before going to the Gaia Temple, so...
How very odd.
I don't know, maybe we just want to, kick back, sleep overnight.
Why not, you know?
But actually, that's a point. Does Sonic actually get any fucking sleep throughout the time of this game? Like, he's going up all night and all day.
That's a good point. He's working 24/7 in this shit. No wonder he wants, like, more money, but not getting the money, I assure you.
Bear in mind that with how I play it, not only is he up all night, he's also running around on a stomach of 99 burgers, so yeah.
There you go. Jesus Christ, man. He is going to be dead by the time he hits 18, you realise that?
To be fair, Sonic kind of died years ago, but...
Just hit the thing and watch the frame rate fall, you know you want to. Jesus! What the hell was that?
If you use your fully charged up X button attack, you get this really fucking cool spin, and if you position yourself right, you can knock out things surrounding you. But given we're getting the end now, I'll just rack out the big boys for these kind of things.
Why not?
And that little part off to the side, there's a medal. I can't remember if it's a sun one or a moon one, but yeah, it's just a little detour you can take.
And if you knock down those rocks, the frame rate will plummet.
And if you do basically anything creative in this game, the frame rate will plummet.
yeah, I suppose so.
I would say for me Unleashed here, because there's a big bastard the other side of this door.
Oh yeah. I guess we can start with the comparisons of the Wii and HD versions of Jungle Joyride Night now. Flame, you've played both versions, I have too, but I'll start with you. What did you think of the HD version in comparison to its Wii counterpart?
I prefer the Wii ones overall because I think the Wii ones do more creative shit. Like, granted, I'm not too keen on that last one, like that one that I was bitching about.
Fair enough.
If it was just the first three, then I'd prefer the Wii's offering overall. This one, I'd say I prefer it to a lot of the night stages in UnHD'd because, like, it's very short.
Yeah.
We're probably about halfway through now, and like, granted, this is a basic platforming waiting section that's not as offensive as some parts, but I'll take it. But yeah, on the whole, it's inoffensive, probably the best way to put it.
I just find it very chill. It's pretty calming. The nighttime music does a lot to help in that regard, I will say. But yeah, very short level overall, so maybe that's why I like it so much.
I think so. It's because it doesn't outstay its welcome. Like, Aritan's Night, you're just like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Flashbacks
to Casinopolis with Sonic in the showers and Tails watching on for no particular reason.
Well, it's just the casual yaoi shipping, eh?
Just bros being bros.
Yeah, they look like very good friends. How come we always end up back to this somehow?
I ain't saying nothing. I'll say something other than that, though. Can I just apologise for my mush mouth in this particular part? The comparisons I've made have made no fucking sense from minute one, and I don't know what's going on with my brain. It's not sending the correct signals to my mouth. I don't want to do a retake. Please don't make me do a retake.
Yeah, Tom, we're not doing a retake. We're 24 minutes into the bloody part. We're finishing this damn thing and moving on.
I thought you said retake for a second there. It's like, no, we're in the HD version now.
This is, like, you can tell when we've done, like, probably 7 or 8 fucking night parts at this point in the playthrough, and it's just like, this is what he does for us.
Yeah. I've just kind of come to terms with the fact that you should focus on like delivering a consistent level of quality. But if there's like slow moments in games you're covering, just try and go with the flow. Don't worry about going off topic, but like try not to. Don't worry about it, but try not to go on to like tangents for like 5 minutes at a time. And
ironic, given what we're doing right now. But
yes,
still.
I know, but I'm making a point, thus making it a logical tangent. Just try and have fun with it, and don't worry, you know.
Save the worrying for later when you're editing it. That's when the worry kicks in.
Oh yeah. Now we got a little bit of a puzzle of sorts, I guess, to round out the HD version of Jungle Joyride Night, and that is you've got to press the switches in the right order so the flower blooms from bud to, you know, proper rose or whatever.
And I'm glad we were bullshitting for a few minutes there, because no one saw me fuck up the puzzle.
God did.
Why is he always judging me?
Well, many reasons, some of which I don't want to bring up on camera, so to speak. But there you go, that's Jungle Joyride Night, done in both versions. Pretty slick, Flame. Good job, mate. Oh yeah, getting an S rank is pretty easy there, I'm gonna say. Sorry, backhanded compliment to close out the part with. We'll see you next time for a bit more Sonic Unleashed.